And I don't know if it's true or not, but I've heard rumors that Kmart now has a brain surgeon on their payroll. I mean, it's kind of obvious those cashiers got their lobotomy somewhere. You ever heard somebody say this? I think I'll make a quick stop here at Kmart. Not likely, no. Takes you 30 seconds to find what you want and the rest of your life to get through checkout. Now let me illustrate this for you very quickly. It's Saturday morning, you're off work, you're cleaning the apartment. You need one can of Comet for the bathroom, that's all you need. You run over to Kmart, you know you won't be in there long, so you park where it says no parking. You leave the motor running. You dummy. But sure enough, once you get in the store, it only takes you about 30 seconds to find what you want. You got your hand on this can of Comet, and you're so happy. You're almost bubbly. Store's not crowded. Matter of fact, you're the only one there. Now you get it there to pay for it. It's just you, one can of Comet, and the Kmart cashier. And you know what she's like. Sir, these are two for $1. And you just got one. Well, of course she's stumped. What a math problem. Customer assistance, register 1. Remember when? places. I come from a background. My mother used to say that an empty stomach is the devil's playground. You know, some people say, I can't do so-and-so on an empty stomach. I can't do so-and-so on an empty stomach. My family, we can't eat on an empty stomach. If we're awake, we're eating, you know. But those young guys I just talked about, they'll make fun of me. They'll point at my food. And they'll go, you know what that greasy food's going to do to you? I'm like, yeah, fill me up. I have to eat that way. I need to maintain my strength. Because I'm usually one of the pallbearers. when my healthy friends drop dead working out. And we all know that does happen, you know. And we had a young fellow, a radio personality in Atlanta, Georgia. This reason on the news. He worked at a radio station. He dropped dead. He was 31 years old, 31. And he was, after work, he'd go to the gym and he'd work out. He was trying to press weight X number of pounds and had a heart attack. And they talk about what a tragedy that was. I'm thinking, well, you know, come on. You're lifting heavy stuff after you've punched out. Who would do that? I'm off work, let me go lift something heavy. The reason I'm still kicking, because while he was doing that, I was laying on the couch watching Andy Griffith. Yeah. So you have to be careful. It's okay to take care of yourself, but don't get it. This is extreme physical fitness. I got a tour. I name every tour. And this one is Exercise Can Kill You. It's on the news all the time. But you've heard stories about some fellow who'll drop dead jogging. Drop dead jogging. Imagine that. He's got car payments of $300 a month, and the buffoon is out running. You know what happens now when a teenager kills 4 people? We say, bless his heart. You know why he did that? No role model. He should have had a role model. And who does the media of today define as role models? River Phoenix, remember him? River Phoenix, Kurt Cobain. Remember him? Call them role models. The tragedy that kids lost a role model. God help us. John Wayne was a role model. And John Wayne's mama didn't eat no yogurt. She ate red-eye gravy. And when she had a baby, out popped John Wayne. And then we switched. We got scared of a loaded baked potato with butter and sour cream. We all switched to rice pilaf. Started going into a restaurant and ordering a salad and a fruit cup. And who have we ended up with now? Michael Jackson and Pee Wee Herman. I say case closed. By the way, speaking of Michael Jackson, of course, when I first heard he was married to Lisa Marie, I said, at least we know for sure now that Elvis is dead. It's only been about 18 months ago that Michael paid off that 13-year-old boy out of court settlement, $12 million, on the sexual allegation charge. Now, Michael admits that he slept with that little boy, but he said it was like a slumber party. Nothing happened. I believe him on that. Well, I know the night that I spent with him. I swear he never touched me. He didn't even act like he wanted to. I mean, hell, go figure, you know. But I can tell you this. If Michael would give me $12 million, he could sit on my face. And I'd learn to love it. Michael, I'm home. And I don't know if it's true or not, but I've heard rumors that Kmart now has a brain surgeon on their payroll. I mean, it's kind of obvious those cashiers got their lobotomy somewhere. You ever heard somebody say this? I think I'll make a quick stop here at Kmart. Not likely, no. Takes you 30 seconds to find what you want and the rest of your life to get through checkout. Now let me illustrate this for you very quickly. It's Saturday morning, you're off work, you're cleaning the apartment. You need one can of Comet for the bathroom, that's all you need. You run over to Kmart, you know you won't be in there long, so you park where it says no parking. You leave the motor running. You dummy. But sure enough, once you get in the store, it only takes you about 30 seconds to find what you want. You got your hand on this can of Comet, and you're so happy. You're almost bubbly. Store's not crowded. Matter of fact, you're the only one there. Now you get up there to pay for it. It's just you, one can of Comet, and the Kmart cashier. And you know what she's like. Sir, these are 2 for $1. And you just got one. Well, of course she's stumped. What a math problem. Customer assistance registered 1. This little survey I've been taking off and on now, I'm in my 5th year. I want you to simply raise your hand if you were born, raised, and spent most of your life in the state of Idaho. See? I've asked that question all over America and Miami. If you think about it, you've never gone to school with, worked with, lived near, or bumped into anyone from Idaho. So I'm figuring, heck, maybe ain't nobody out there. If any place needs tourists, it's Idaho. So what do? They spend $20 million promoting themselves as the potato state. Lord knows, that'd sure as heck make us all want to rush right on out there. Yeah. Where are you going on vacation this year? Well, I'll tell you. Yeah, I think I'll take the wife and kids out to Idaho. Let them look at some taters. The kids, they got that new Polaroid. We'll get there and take some pictures of some home fries, crinkle cuts. Just make a summer out of it, you know. Oh, my. Some evenings when you're on your way home from work, stop at a funeral home. Go in there and tell them you want 8 gallons of embalming fluid to go. You won't get it, but you know that guy won't sleep for days. He'll be like, I think one reason I feel pretty good, I just had a vacation. Most people take them in the summertime. Let's say you're on vacation. You get up early one morning, get outside your motel. You go out by the pool. You stretch out on a lounge chair. All you want to do is soak up some early morning sun. And you look over there on the fence, and you'll always see a sign there that says, "No pets allowed." You know what that means? Sometime in the past, some nut has said to his wife, "Honey, let's put the pony in the pool." Well, heck, he's been cooped up in that motel room ever since we got him. Just laying there, eating Cheetos. And watching HBO. Oh, he loves HBO. Saw The Godfather this morning. It scared him to death. Go get him. Let him splash around. I like coming here. This is where my favorite sign in the whole world is. It's on Oxmoor Road. There's a sign out in front of a business over there. The sign says, Lawnmower repair and income tax service. Lord knows we've been needing something like that. Oh yeah. Just like how many times over the years you and I have carried our lawnmower in to get it fixed. And while we were there, we probably said to ourselves, well, damn. I'd like to get my taxes done. I guess they'll franchise that out now. See, you have to wonder where the guy got the idea for a business like that. Did somebody go in there one day to pick up their mower? And they said to him, they said, you know, you did a hell of a job on this mower. I think I'll let you do my taxes. I got crazy kinfolks. Y'all have crazy kinfolks? I mean, we love them, but, you know, I got one now. Had lunch with him 3 days ago. He's bragging, always bragging about something. He's bragging about a brand new 6-quart crock pot. And he don't have it yet because he's got it on layaway. And he tells me, he acts like it's the greatest thing in the world. He asked me, he said, do you have a crock pot? I said, no, I don't have a crock pot. You ought to get one. I said, I don't need one. He said, here's what you can do with a crock pot. You can put a raw chicken in a crock pot early in the morning, turn it on low, and when you come home from work that evening, it'll be ready to eat. Ain't that something? And I said, that's good, but you don't work. Like you're home all day, you know. The reason he's home all the time is because he's never had a full-time job, because I don't think he knows how to fill out a job application. Where it says nearest relative, he'll put 12 miles. In case of emergency call, he write in like 911. Just crazy people. But it's good to be here. By the way, I got here about an hour ago, and I saw some of y'all outside. They had food here today, but outside the studio. It was wonderful, wonderful food. As you can tell, I love food. I've tried every diet that don't work. A diet that I hated the most. A few years ago, they had this diet called the Stillman water diet. The Stillman water diet. You had to drink 18 glasses of water every 24 hours. I lost 2 pounds in one day. My bladder fell out. But I love good food. Have you noticed that young people today don't know how to eat real good? Young folks, they get politically correct on what they eat. I work and travel with other comedians. Some of these guys, bless their heart, these are weird guys. I mean, they're 25, 30 years old. We always stay at the same hotel. They'll call my hotel room and they'll go, we going out running. You want to go? And I'm like, do what? We gonna run. You going? I'm like, no. But if you happen to cross a Krispy Kreme, you can bring me something back, you know. And I hate to go out to eat with them, especially, I love to go to the truck stops. And this is a true story that happened in Nashville just about, a year ago. They had me working with a 25-year-old comedian. We went to a truck stop, not a 4-star Mediterranean restaurant. This is a truck stop. We sat down, 2 comedians surrounded by truckers. Waitress comes over, big woman, not a lot of teeth. All this young guy wanted was a salad. Nothing wrong with that. But he asked this truck stop waitress, did she know whether or not any of those salad ingredients had ever been exposed to any type of pesticides? She said, well, we spray for roaches every now and then. I don't think none got on the lettuce. A few minutes later, she put the food in front of him. He looked at it. I didn't know it come with cheese on it. I can't eat that. I'm lactose intolerant. She said, honey, that's not lactose cheese. That's cheddar cheese. You see, I wouldn't make fun of these guys if they would leave the rest of us alone. But the ones I just described to you, they have the audacity to make fun of my food. They will point at my food and they'll go, do you know what that greasy food's gonna do to you? I'm like, yeah, fill me up. I have to eat that way. I need to maintain my strength because I'm usually one of the pallbearers when my healthy friends drop dead working out. I love what they don't love. I love chicken fried steak, extra gravy, mashed potatoes, extra gravy. I was a grown man before I realized that gravy was not a beverage. Cornbread and a lot of butter. When I say butter, I eat real butter. You young folks, get yourself some real butter. Stay away from that phony stuff. You see it all the time. Heart healthy and smart balance and the popular one, I can't believe it's not butter. Well, hell, I can. They'll say, I can't believe it's not butter spray. Like, pss, pss. It's a butter mist. Pss, pss, pss. Trust me on this. If your daughter marries a guy who sprays his butter, there ain't gonna be no grandkids.
Speaking of sitting on the front porch, I came up with this theory a few months ago. There's been so much talk in recent years about the moral breakdown in American society, the family unit falling apart, and the violence among the small children. It used to be that way, and it's that way now. So why is that? And they've analyzed this thing to death. Here's what happened. We made a mistake in this country years ago when we quit building houses with front porches on them. When everybody had a front porch, it was all more civilized. Get there after supper, sit around, talk, sometimes just grunt. Like, damn. I ain't gonna never eat cooked cabbage again. And remember how you used to wave? Everybody that drove by, you go. Somebody go, who was that? You go, hell, I don't know. Well, you waved. Well, I didn't want them to think we was uppity. And remember how you could gossip about everybody that drove down the highway? Somebody goes flying, you go, there goes that David Jackson, driving like a bat out of hell. Got a brand new car. How'd you get a new car? He ain't got no job. I'll bet you his daddy co-signed. He co-signs for all them kids. That's how come they didn't turn out to be worth a damn. Well, see, you can't do that no more. You know why? Ain't nobody got a porch. Everybody's got a damn deck. You can't raise a family out back on a deck. We need a porch like they had in Mayberry with Andy, Opie, and Barney out there. If they'd had a deck, Opie would be on drugs right now. And look at this thing. Look at this thing about neighborhood crime. We're all paralyzed by neighborhood crime. There's no neighborhood crime. When I was little, you know why? Everybody's out on that porch. If the American people are so brave this day, here's how we conquer neighborhood crime. We all join the Neighborhood Watch program. Put that little plaque in our subdivision. This neighborhood part of Neighborhood Watch. Damn. Man, that's going to scare them off, ain't it? Some mass murderer head in your subdivision, see that plaque? Damn, they got a plaque. Here's how the Neighborhood Watch program works. Somebody goes, all right, it's your turn. This week it's your turn. You be on the lookout. If you see anybody strange in the subdivision, you get on the phone. You call everybody else. We'll be out back on the deck. You call us. Now, here's why there's no neighborhood crime when I was little. I remember being out on the front porch with my daddy and my little brother. Some guy would be walking down the road, and my dad would go, wonder who that man is walking down the road right there. My little brother said, I don't know, Daddy, I don't know him. My dad would go, he can walk down the road all he wants to. But he better not come in my damn yard. Well, see, you don't know that now. You know why? You're out back on the deck. The deck. You can't see nothing back there on that deck. And do you remember when the word porch used to be part of our vocabulary? Like somebody would say, you know, I had a glass of lemonade sitting somewhere. I bet you left that on the porch. Where'd I put that hammer? Look on the porch. Or somebody might say, What'd y'all do with that old refrigerator? We just sat on the front porch. Powerball is $29 million. I've got 100 tickets. And a gut feeling that I'm going to win the money. And here's how you'll know if I do. You'll never see my fat ass again. I know that here in Alabama you don't have a lottery, but when the jackpot gets like, to use your expression, way on up there, y'all will drive to the state line, but you just won't mess with it for $2 million. I know I got friends here in Birmingham, and I'll be talking to them on the phone from Atlanta, and I'll say, would you like me to get you some tickets this week? And they'll go, oh no, what's it up to? I go, well, it's just $2 million. They go, no, hell, I ain't gonna mess with it. Like if it's just $2 million, I just shouldn't stay here at Jiffy Lube. And you know what? You know people like this too. You know when you talk about winning the lottery, I think people are just embarrassed to admit that they would quit their job. People say this about winning the lottery and working, they'll go, oh, I don't think I'd quit working altogether. Now, what the hell does that mean? You got $15 million, but you're still going to get up early 2 mornings a week and go into Shoney's and set up that breakfast bar. Well, I'm the only one who knows how to do it. I mean, see, people ask me all the time. They say, now, James, I know you joke around a lot, but seriously, with the kind of job you've got, if you won that lottery, would you really quit working? I go, in a heartbeat. They go, well, what would you do? What would you do? I said, I sit on my front porch naked and wave at cars. See, if you've got $15 million, you can sit on your front porch naked. A family of 4 can drive by in a station wagon, and a little kid will point up there and go, look, Mama, that man's naked. She said, I know, honey, but he's got $15 million. They just call that eccentric, you know. But I'll tell you this. On those rare occasions when the jackpot gets to $15 million, and in the Georgia Lotto, it's only happened 3 times in 3 years, but when it's $15 million, everybody I know has got a handful of tickets. And it's late Saturday evening, they're all sitting out on the front porch, and they start fantasizing and talking among themselves about what they're going to do with the money if they win. You ought to hear my kin people talk. I've got some dumb-ass cousins. Oh, he'll go, what would I do? Hell, I'll tell you what I'd do. $15 million. You damn right I know what I'd do. I'd put a new roof on this house. I'd go down to that lottery office on Monday, get somebody to take me down there. My car's broke. Get my check. Come back here, get out the yellow pages, turn to R, call me a roofing company. Tell them, hell, I didn't care what it cost. And I might go ahead and get that back porch screened in. And then they'll go, and if there's enough left, I'm like, maybe you ought to go to night school.
It was always about the food. But it's all about her time. Next thing you hear somebody going, who mustard? Let me tell you what my definition of an intellectual is. It's people just like me and you, except they believe there's life on other planets. Even if they don't believe it, they act like they do. See, people with common sense like you and I, we know there's no life on other planets. It's just us. If there was life on other planets, we'd have sent them some foreign aid by now. And see, I'll get back to what I was talking about. Let me take a detour here. And I know there's a lot of you in the room right now who you genuinely believe that there's a life form out there more intelligent than us. Because if you believe in UFOs, that's what you believe. Because a lot of people believe in that we've been visited by UFOs. They hang around for a day or two and go back. I mean, come on now. We've been tracking them since 1947. Don't you find it odd that these super intelligent beings have the technology to go tens of millions of miles from wherever they're at down here to visit us, hang out for a few days, go back, never refuel or nothing, and nobody notices them? Now let's just look at that practically. Let's say that there is life on other planets. Right? And they've promised their kids a trip. It's a long weekend coming up. Oh, let's say Labor Day. And they say, hell, we'll go to Earth. And they're out in the driveway loading up the spaceship with the stuff they'll need. Bucket of chicken, tater salads, Fuzzbuster. Well, you know they're going to be speeding. And the dad says to all the kids, all right, kids, if y'all got to pee, you better pee now. I'm not stopping every planet we come to. And they take off and they come all this way. Don't you think just once, since 1947, just once, wouldn't they have landed maybe in Orlando, seen Disney World or something? Times Square, the Grand Canyon, but no. They always land next to a hog pen in Arkansas.
And I don't know if it's true or not, but I've heard rumors that Kmart now has a brain surgeon on their payroll. I mean, it's kind of obvious those cashiers got their lobotomy somewhere. You ever heard somebody say this? I think I'll make a quick stop here at Kmart. Not likely, no. Takes you 30 seconds to find what you want and the rest of your life to get through checkout. Now let me illustrate this for you very quickly. It's Saturday morning, you're off work, you're cleaning the apartment. You need one can of Comet for the bathroom, that's all you need. You run over to Kmart, you know you won't be in there long, so you park where it says no parking. You leave the motor running. You dummy. But sure enough, once you get in the store, it only takes you about 30 seconds to find what you want. You got your hand on this can of Comet, and you're so happy. You're almost bubbly. Store's not crowded. Matter of fact, you're the only one there. Now you get up there to pay for it. It's just you, one can of Comet, and the Kmart cashier. And you know what she's like. Sir, these are 2 for $1. And you just got one. Well, of course she's stumped. What a math problem. Customer assistance, register 1. See, you got to learn to have a good time every day. No matter how much money you're making, what kind of job you got, what kind of house you live in, we all have a day that comes along where on that day, we feel kind of sorry for ourselves, like everybody around us has got a better life than us. They're making more money, they got a better house, and we're just tired of Chattanooga, tired of where we live, we're just bored, like the world's going by and leaving us behind. On a day like that, you need some excitement in your life, a spark to your day. You listen to what I'm telling you, I wouldn't lead you wrong. You try this sometime. It is against the law to go through a red light. It is not against the law to stop on green. I do that every once in a while. Oh, it's chaos. See, they didn't think anybody would ever do it. There's no law on the books. The policeman's going to pull you over and he's going to say, hey, you stopped on green. And you can say, yeah, I know it. Have a good day. You ever heard somebody say this? I'm out of work, I don't have any money, I can't go anywhere, but I still like to see other people have a good time. Liars, liars, liars. I'm going to be honest with you, if I'm miserable, I'm going to mess up somebody's life. Here's what you can do. If you're not working, all you're doing is watching television. So anytime Monday through Friday, right at lunchtime, when McDonald's is the busiest, go through their drive-in window, order a bunch of stuff, then pretend your car won't start. Just sit there and block the window. Sometimes you'll have cars lined up a half mile, and every one of them's got to be back to work in 30 minutes, except you. And you ain't got diddly squat today. Just get out and sit on the hood. Wave at them. You can talk to them if you want to. You can say things like, how long y'all get for lunch? You know, if I could be serious for a moment. You know, you hear people say all the time that we Americans aren't as civilized as we used to be, not as humane as we once were. After all these years that have gone by, half the people blame that on Vietnam, the other half blame it on Watergate. I blame the whole situation on Colonel Sanders. And I know you're sitting there and you're saying, I hope he explains that. I will, that's my job. You realize before Colonel Sanders came along, the only thing that ate dinner out of a bucket was a hog? Now he's got everybody doing it. Let's say you go down to the Kentucky Fried Store. They're waiting on the man in front of you. He's about 5'8". He weighs 340 pounds. He can't hardly breathe. And I'm glad to see y'all find that funny. Yeah, man's gasping for air. Yeah, we'll laugh at that. You're my kind of people. Now, you know how they got the menu on the wall over the counter? All this man can do is breathe and point. Like, and the girl says, can I help you? I feel so stupid doing this. At this point in the show every night, you know what thought goes through my mind? James, why don't you just go get a job? It's too late. You know, I could have been a forklift operator. I could. My dad was, and his dad before him. When I got out of high school, my dad could have got me on down there at the plant where he works, just like that. But did I take it? No. I want a bucket of chicken. And then the girl says something ridiculous like, how do you want that cooked? You want original, extra crispy, or what? Trust me, people, this man don't care. She could spit in there, he don't care. Give him a live chicken, he'll kill it. She's talking to a human being that's about to eat a bucket of food. And by the way, have you noticed that's one thing that all of us fat people have in common? We'll do anything in the world to lose weight except quit eating. We like to read books, join clubs. Matter of fact, we like to read a good diet book while we're eating a box of cookies. You know? And I've tried every fad diet that come along. Remember Dr. Stillman's water diet? You had to drink 14 glasses of water every 24 hours. I lost 2 pounds the first day. My bladder fell out. But I tell you what, I invented a diet. You fat people write this down, I don't mind. What you do before every meal, you drink a half a pint of Seagram 7. You're still hungry, but you can't find your mouth. You know, fat people will eat anywhere. I hate it when they eat in bed. It's nighttime, you take a shower, you crawl between the sheets, and there's tater chips in there.
This right here, folks, is the day that I learned the reality of how dangerous a plane can be. I learned this in the Bahamas. They have the planes that just go island to island, very short trip, like a 20-minute trip. And they actually look like crop dusters more than anything. They got one propeller. They only seat about 8 people, 10 at the most. And they have to know the weight of everything that goes on board the aircraft before the plane can take off. And I had never been through that before. And the guy coming to me with the clipboard in his hand, he said, "Sir, how much do you weigh?" I said, "Why do you need to know?" He said, "So we'll know how much fuel to put in." I said, "Fill it up." I'll buy, fill it up. I weigh 600 damn pounds, fill it up. Whether you had to die in a plane crash because some fat woman lied about her weight. And hell, they'll do it too. Like, well, I just soon be dead. Just tell him how much I weigh. You know? Yes.
Some of y'all may know this. For the past 2 years, I've been dealing with an equilibrium problem. Y'all know what that is? Hell, you just fall down. And it's getting worse than better. And 3 days ago, I fell in the parking lot at the bank. However, about 3 weeks ago, I took a major fall. I just hit my head. I called the paramedics. They got there very quickly. I was in the hospital for 2 days. They did all kind of testing, and they assured me that there was no brain damage. I said, "Hell, no brain damage. I'll just go to Nashville." So, hell, here I am. But anyway, just so you know, folks, I've only fallen one time while I was performing, and that was in Talladega, Alabama, at the Ritz Theater. And here's what happened. This was not even around. I just moved forward like a foot, and I fell flat on my face, and the audience started applauding. That was part of the show. And I made the mistake of saying, "I've fallen and I can't get up." They thought I was doing a skit, and they just kept applauding. They wouldn't help me up. So you folks on the front row right here, if I topple over and you don't catch me, I'm gonna sue you. So, but everything's good though. Hell, I'm in great shape. Just glad to be here. There's always something going on. The year before all that started, people thought I was kind of handicapped because I couldn't hardly walk with my right leg. What happened was I had pulled a groin muscle. If you fellows have ever pulled a groin muscle, that can be devastating. And I was so embarrassed because I pulled the groin muscle at Golden Corral. I'm not making this up. Dan McGinney would tell you this happened. We were on Interstate 85 going towards Charlotte. I saw a billboard that said, all you can eat buffet. I said, well, hell, let's just have lunch. Exited, went down this access road. As we were approaching the entrance to Golden Corral, a church bus. Yeah. A women's auxiliary bus. A whole busload of fat Christian women. I mean, God bless them. I told Dan, I said, we better run. If those fat women get in line first, we'll be here all damn day. And that's what happened. I was just rushing, not paying attention. As I come in the entrance, somebody had spilled either tea or water on the floor. I didn't see it. I slipped. I caught my left hand on this hand railing, but my right leg kept going. Ah, damn, it hurt. And it really hurt when I woke up the next morning. So what I did, I went to one of those little urgent care centers. They did some x-rays, and the doctor told me, he said, you have pulled a groin muscle. I said, are you sure? He said, well, somebody pulled it. I said, well, it had to be me. So the moral of the story is this, folks. Don't make fun of people. God will knock you down. I made fun of those fat women, and God came in my eyes like, man, you're about to kill me.
And how often have you heard this? The very moment your friends find out you're afraid to fly, they will kill you with logic. They'll go, you know, more people die in car wrecks than they do plane crashes. I go, so? That's the way I want to go. Damn car wreck. Where I'm from, it's kind of like a tradition. Really, we don't have heart attacks in my family. We just hit damn trees. Usually on the weekend. Just out drinking. Well, see, folks, think about this. At least if you die in a car wreck, it'll give the kin people something to talk about at the funeral home. Have you ever noticed that? When someone passes away the result of an auto accident, at the funeral home, they won't talk about the dead guy. They'll talk about the damn car. They go, did you see the car he was driving? You ain't seen it. Why, it smashed all to hell. They still ain't found the steering wheel. Well, you can't even tell what kind of car that is. Well, I know what kind it is. I'm one that had to co-sign for the damn thing. I mean, I know he's dead and gone. I ain't gonna stand out here and talk about him, but he never did have no credit. Everything he had was a cosigner. And don't let this go no further. But his house wasn't even in his name. Hell no, his daddy bought that damn house. And besides that, folks, at least if you die in a car wreck, they can always retrieve the body. And we need that, because I'm Baptist. You give us something to embalm and some tater salad, we can have a funeral. This ashes in an urn ain't for us. Oh, hell no, we're going to throw dirt on somebody. You know how somber and sad the atmosphere can be when someone's passed away? Everybody kind of talks in whisper tones. And old people with a hearing aid, they talk too damn loud. And there's Grandpa, bless his heart, back there at the table trying to fix a sandwich. And next thing you hear is somebody going, "Who's the mustard?" It was embarrassing. Oh, by the way, y'all, a while ago when I said we didn't have any Jews in our family, we wouldn't mind having some. It just ain't worked out. Matter of fact, we'd like to have some because they've got trust funds. I'll tell you something a little strange about the Jewish people, and I hope this don't sound anti-Semitic, but generally speaking, Jewish people keep all their appliances inside the house. Ain't that odd?
Think about this. You go into a grocery store, you buy a lemon pie, bag of lemon candy. You read the label, it'll say made with artificial flavoring or made with imitation lemon. Now you go to the other side of the store to get some furniture polish, they got lemon pledge. On the can, it says made with real lemon. That bothers me. We're eating the artificial junk and we're spraying the good stuff on the coffee table. What I'll tell you all what's wrong with America today. Giant cookies. That's right, them big cookies. You get them over at the mall. You got one cookie, size of a hubcap, cost $8. That ain't right. Remember until a few years ago, a cookie was like yay big. Get a whole bag of them for $1. I remember as a little kid getting ready for school, my mother would say, "Junior," that was me, "you want a cookie in your lunch?" I said, "Yeah, that'd be good." Now mother says to her child, "Son, you want to take a cookie to school with you?" "Well, yeah, if I can get somebody to help me carry it." See, there's a lot of things out there that don't make sense these days. Every store you go into, they got these little machines. You put a quarter in there, get your pulse, your heart rate checked. You know what I'm talking about. It bothers me that you can get your heart checked at Pizza Hut. Does this make any sense? I can't see a guy going into Pizza Hut saying, "Yeah, this order's to go. Give me a large Super Supreme, double cheese. I love cholesterol. Give me a lot of jalapeno peppers. I want to remember this pizza till next week." I'll have a pitcher of beer while I'm waiting. And what the heck, I might as well get my heart checked while I'm eating. And listen, think about this. Department stores are practicing medicine. For almost 20 years, we think it's all right. Let's say you go to Sears and Roebuck just to look around. And by the way, if you notice, that's what we all do at Sears now. Nobody buys anything over there. "Well, you're off this afternoon. What you gonna do?" "Well, I'll tell you. I think I'll go over to Sears and look around." All right. You're over at Sears. You're in the lower level, the basement. That's the hardware department. All you're doing is checking out what's new with Black & Decker. You ain't gonna buy nothing. You just looking. Now you get ready to leave. You go around the lawnmowers. Well, let me interrupt this a minute. Lawnmowers. On every lawnmower you've ever seen, not a sticker, not a label, embedded, molded into steel so you can't ever erase it. It says, "Keep hands and feet away from blade." You know what that means? Sometime in the past, some nut has said to his wife, "Honey, come here, let's trim them toenails of yours."
Has anybody fed you food when you were in the studio better than
No,
us?
I tell everybody that. And that's true. Dan McGee, my other comedians, they'll tell you, I've told other studios this. I've told them, Rick and Bubba's got food.
food.
I remember that. I think how much I remember that food. This was several years ago. Maybe you have an audience there most of the time.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, oh yeah.
And somebody brought, it was homemade sweet potato casserole.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember that?
Oh
Yes.
how can I forget it, James?
Not like a casserole, like a cobbler.
Oh yeah.
We all had peach cobbler and apple cobbler.
Oh yeah.
This was sweet potato cobbler.
Oh yes.
When I left there, I was sick. Not because it was bad, it was because I couldn't walk.
Yeah.
I ate everything there.
Yeah.
I was just stuffed. And I think the next time I saw you guys, I said, "Where's that lady that had the sweet potato cobbler?"
I know.
You know, but you guys had so much food every time, different food, that I would just leave there stuffed.
Do you
But it's
remember?
wonderful.
Yeah. Do you remember? And I will be very careful with this, but because, and I've had people say this about the Rick and Bubba show, and you're an example of this because we saw it happen. You get in here and we have such a good time, and the food adds to that. You do realize that most engineers will not let people eat in the studio, but we've never lived by that. And Bubba's even an engineer by trade, but we like food more than we like following those rules, and we don't even care if we damage equipment.
That's why it was so wonderful.
One year we were eating a fried turkey. Okay, and we had a fried turkey in here, and we were. I'm not going to get into the details of what happened. You forget you're doing a show because it really is like fellowshipping with your family, hanging out with your cousins, and all that. And so we're all eating, which adds to that. And at one point, I don't even think we're all getting up into the mic. We're just eating with the mic somewhere near us.
There's been a couple of times over the years where I made a mistake. I said something I should not have said.
Correct.
The guy was on the air.
Right.
We just lose sight of the fact that we're not.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like we're out on the deck.
As a matter of fact, we have
Exactly,
a state-of-the-art digital delay that we use in the studio, and it was all because of James Gregory.
This delay that we use, we named it James Gregory. And I remember looking at you, James. I'll never forget it. I said, "Hey, James, we're on the air," and you looked at me and you said, "Well, we better not be."